Hello everyone, so let's start with today's lecture, and today's topic is cell wall. As you know it very well, it is the outermost layer of prokaryotic cells except mycoplasma. Then it is present in some protist, all fungi and plants. So this is the outermost rigid non-living layer. Fine. So it is non-living, but still it shows growth. What this growth means and how it happens, that I will tell you in this same lecture, but in later part. So outermost layer rigid, which is non-living layer but still shows growth, and this cell membrane is made from secretion of protoplasm. So protoplasm जो secrete करता है, that makes the outermost layer, that is cell wall. Its thickness varies from 0.1 micrometer to 10 micrometer. So thickness will change from cell to cell. Next is, this outermost layer is made up of different components. If we talk about plant cell, it is made up of different chemicals like hemicellulose, cellulose. Fungus, it is made up of different chemicals. So one by one, I will tell you which cell is having cell wall made up of which different molecules. तो first हम लोग start करते हैं, that is plant. So in case of plant, you will see hemicellulose, cellulose, water, lipid and protein is present. Okay, so these are the different molecules which are present in the cell wall of plant. This hemicellulose is in more amount as compared to the cellulose. Now what is hemicellulose? Hemicellulose is made up of 4 different chemicals, that is why it is called as heteropolymer. This is made up of galactose, xylose, mannose and arbutinose. So these are the different chemicals which makes the hemicellulose. So remember, it is heteropolymer and it is in larger quantity in case of plant cell wall. Cellulose, it is a homopolymer. Homopolymer means it is made up of just one molecule, that is glucose. Then water, then lipid and protein is present. Now the next is, apart from these, there are some other extra molecules present which gives the rigidity, more rigidity to the cell wall. Number 1 is soberin, cutin, then lignin and pectin. So these are the different chemicals which gives the rigidity to. Next is prokaryotic cell. In prokaryotic cell, you will find only one chemical, that is पेप्टिडोग्लाइकिन. पेप्टिडोग्लाइकिन का मतलब इट इज द कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ sugar and amino acid. Fine. So you will find this component in the cell wall of prokaryotic, except the mycoplasma at it is not having any cell wall. The third one is fungal cell wall. It is also a heteropolymer of nitrogenous polysaccharide. Fine. That polysaccharide is N-acetyl glucosamine. So this is the polymer from which the fungal cell wall is made up of. In layman language or in simple language we call it as chitin or fungal cellulose. Okay, so it is the fungal cell wall. Now this is the basic or this is the primary or the basic explanation of cell wall. Now I will be telling you in detail that this cell wall is having many layers. If we talk about a new cell, immature cell, you will find only one layer. That will be the primary layer. When the cell matures, more deposition on the primary cell wall takes place and the cell wall thickness will keep on increasing and the new layers will be called as secondary or tertiary cell wall. So likewise, the deposition causes the increase in the thickness and that deposition is done by the protoplasm. It happens from inside the cell. The chemicals are coming from the cells. Now, if you will see in case of now how this cell wall forms. So, in cell division, you will read about it in detail that when cell is about to divide, when the cell is having two nucleus, there will be a cell plate here between the two nucleus. Around this cell plate, a chemical will be deposited like this. Which will reach up to the end, and this chemical is the calcium pactate. Fine, calcium pactate or magnesium pactate, and this chemical will make the middle lamella. So the first thing which is formed between the cell is the middle lamella, and on both sides of the middle lamella you will see that again the primary cell wall will form, and this cell wall is the component of the cell wall is secreted from the cell. Likewise, cell division will happen and the first thing which will form is middle lamella and then cell wall will form. So if you want, you can take the screenshot. Okay, so let's start with the formation. So as I told you, when the cell is immature, it is having the primary cell wall. So same thing I am going to draw here. The first thing which is formed is between two cells is the middle lamella. So this is middle lamella, which is made up of calcium or magnesium pactate. Okay. So pactate is a sticky polysaccharide which helps in keeping the two neighboring cells together. तो वो दो नेबरिंग सेल को स्टिक करके एक साथ रखने में हेल्प करता है. सो जैसे ही पैक्टेट बन जाता है उसके बाद ऑन बोथ साइड ऑफ द पैक्टेट, both sides you will see the deposition of primary cell wall, and that way you will see the primary cell wall will form in the cell. I am drawing with the red color, so you will easily understand this. ठीक है, so ऐसे जो रेड कलर का मैंने ड्रॉ किया है, that is the primary cell wall. Okay, now in primary cell wall, likewise I am writing primary cell wall. If we talk about it, the hemicellulose is in higher quantity, whereas cellulose is in lower quantity. So it varies from secondary to primary. Fine. So primary में आप देखेंगे hemicellulose ज़्यादा amount में है as compared to the cellulose. And important thing is, in meristematic tissues or cells, you will find that only primary cell wall is present. Because if secondary cell wall will form, it makes the cell rigid, and that causes the stopping the division in the meristematic tissues. So meristematic tissues का क्या function होता है? It keeps on dividing throughout the life of the plant. So as the deposition of secondary cell wall will take place, the division will slow down, or it will, if the cell will become rigid, it won't go for further cell division. So it is very important for me that there will be only primary cell wall in case of meristematic tissue. So it is an even primary layer. Now on this even primary layer, you will see that the secondary cell wall will be in patches like this. Secondary cell wall will be in patches. Fine. So first layer is there, then second layer, then third layer. So basically during maturation till second layer of secondary cell wall, you will see very rarely you will find the third layer of secondary cell wall. Fine. So this is in patches. It is not evenly distributed. Okay. So the places where these secondary cell wall is not there, this is called as pit. Okay. So what is pit? It is unthickened place of secondary cell wall, and it helps in easy transportation. Because पहले tertiary layer, फिर secondary cell wall का second layer, first layer, फिर primary cell wall cross करके it will go to the next cell. So जहाँ पे thickening नहीं है, वहाँ से जो component है वो easily pass हो सकते हैं एक cell से दूसरे cell. So this is what the function of pit. Now these secondary cell wall, so I will write it as S1, S2 and S3. So these are the three layers in the secondary cell wall. In secondary cell wall, you will see cellulose in higher quantity and hemicellulose in lower quantity, plus suberin, lignin, pectin. These are also additive chemical in the secondary cell wall. So these chemicals gives it more rigidity. So you have observed it, middle lamella, on that primary cell wall will form. After primary cell wall, these three layers will form, of secondary cell wall. These were in patches, they will not be evenly distributed. The places where secondary cell wall is not there, or you can say the place where only primary and middle lamella is present, that layer, that part is called as pit, which helps in easy transportation through the cell. Same way, you will see another passage which is called as the cytoplasmic extension. Plasmodesmata. So plasmodesmata is cytoplasmic bridge which helps in transportation between the two cells. So I have covered almost everything. Then you will find in some cells secondary cell wall, tertiary cell wall is also there, but those will be present like this in very small patches. So basically cell is having just primary and secondary. In secondary too, only you will find two, S1 and S2. Third will be again optional. Okay. So one more thing I forgot to tell you here, that pectin is made up of glucuronic acid plus galacturonic acid. So it is also a homopolymer. Okay. And one more thing here, that the middle lamella is the cementing layer. I am adding all such things so that you should not miss any word related to the biological terms. Now, next we will be discussing here is about the function of the cell wall. Basic functions you all know, but let me discuss it. One or two functions you might not be knowing. So the first function is that it provides definite shape to the cell. Provides mechanical strength. And how it provides mechanical strength? As it is having high amount of lignin. So deposition of lignin gives it a mechanical strength. Okay. The next one is easy transportation of water and other chemicals. Fine. So you can see here the pits are there, which provides the easy transportation. You can also call it as cell to cell interaction, because how cell is interacting with each other by such transportation. Next, protection against pathogen. Then last one is conserving water. Conserving water. How it is conserving water? Or it is preventing, or you can say preventing water loss. As it is having the deposition of severin and pectin. These chemicals helps in preventing the loss of water. So these are the proper function of the cell wall. How cell wall is helping the cell. Fine. In today's lecture, we have discussed about the cell wall. Who has discovered it? What are the function? How it forms by middle lamella, by primary cell wall, then secondary cell wall. So I have told you that primary cell wall you will find in all cells. Mature, immature, in all cells you will find. But you won't find the secondary cell wall in meristematic tissue. Secondary cell wall is there in permanent cells. because because of that they have lost the capacity of cell division. Then I told you, in case of plant cell, in case of fungal cell, in case of prokaryotic cell, what are the chemicals which are involved in making the cell wall? You have to remember all those chemicals and the structure. So this is all for today's lecture. Then in next lecture I will teach you some other topic of this chapter. Till then, take care, keep learning, be safe, and goodbye.